Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It is Francesco here and welcome to Francesco's favourite episode 2 or at least the second part. Now I have chosen probably one of the worst times to release at least a new video series on the channel. That is because I'm going away to Italy and now I'm gonna have this 3-week gap or at least 2-week gap that you guys won't get videos on. So I apologise, but as normal we're going to be sharing 3 things that I think you guys will enjoy. So the first of those things is a book on Audible, and it's about Stoicism. For those who don't know, Stoicism is a philosophy or set of philosophies, a collection that talk about how to sort of go through different emotional situations in a more proactive way. To some extent, I probably need to learn the definition of Stoicism. I'll get the actual title of the book up. Okay, so the book is called Live Like a Stoic and it's by Gregory Lopez and Massimo Pilucci. And it is a really good book so far. It's a 10-hour book roughly. And what the good thing is, it's 52 exercises about cultivating a good life. Now, what I quite like about it so far is I can grab my journal over here and I can spend a bit of time diving into a specific exercise. And for example, some of the first ones are about things out of your control and writing a list of things that are out of your control, things that are in your control, and then connecting them up and how they correlate to each other. So I recommend the book. It's probably on Audible, or is on Audible, come reading it, but there's probably a physical edition of it that is available, but it's something I'm really enjoying. So number 2 is a podcast called MoneyLab. It is run by Matt Giovannisci and Andrew, I can't remember his last name, but it's a really good podcast if you're someone who runs a business digitally at least, and also if you're interested in creating in terms of being a creator or starting a blog or even some form of channel, could be YouTube. I highly recommend it. The episodes are roughly about 40 minutes long on average, and they don't just talk about that sort of digital business side of stuff. They talk about things like, and a lot of it is more US based, but they talk about things like mortgages, credit, building healthy financial habits, and I personally quite like that. That's something that I quite enjoy learning and listening about, is personal finance. And the third and final thing is an album by Ludovico Einaudi, who is a really good composer. I followed him for a fair while now. I actually followed him since he did the Divenire, which was an advert on the 2012, I think it was, Olympics. But he's released 5 albums, and they're called 7 Days of Walking. And the album I want to specifically talk about is day 5 of those 7 days of walking. I would say this is probably his best feature yet, and something that I'm pretty impressed with, and I really love listening to it on walks, and particularly when you're working, it's one of those albums that you can put on and you can get into sort of good flow state at least. So I recommend checking it out. If you haven't heard of him, he's a pianist based in Turin. Well, I think he was born in Turin. He does a lot of touring now, but he is, I would say, I'm going to make a bold statement, like the Mozart of our time, even if Hans Zimmer is pretty high up there as well. So guys, anyway, those were the 3 recommendations I have for the week. Again, I will be back. Hopefully you enjoy this new series. Please do let me know any topics that you want me to dive into. I will be doing an office tour sometime on this channel, which will guide you through what products I got and why I decided to go with them. So stay tuned for this channel for the office tour. Thanks so much everyone, and I'll see you in a future video. Cheers everyone.